Alright, so let's talk about when is it safe to cut your push rods. You know, it's a question that a lot of people have, and a lot of the videos out there, they haven't been able to quite show what is going on and how to know which one is safe to cut and stuff like that. Of course, here's the push rod. You can see it was already cut. I made a couple videos, or I made the video where I try to show how do you know, but I think seeing it open like this will give you guys a better understanding of how you know, how to know and what to look for, so you don't damage your valve springs and stuff like that. So you can see there's a double spline right here. This is a little bit of a tip, I guess. And let's pretend your sprockets, of course, are installed, so you're pretty much like this, top dead center. Okay, you can see the two little dots are pointing. Another way you know is because, of course, you can see the flat part of the crank. You can see that it's, you know, facing up, kind of like this. So let's just pretend, and then of course you have the double spine, like I was mentioning on the cam. So let's just pretend this is like this. It's installed, and you're at top dead center the way it sits right here. So you could pretty much see that the front cylinder or the front lifters are already on overlap. You see how I'm turning the cam lobe? So let's pretend you're turning your wheel and you see your push rods going up and down at the same time. So you're on overlap on the front, meaning the rear of the lifters, or the rear cylinder, is on the base of the cam lobe. The base meaning the bottom, the lowest point. So you can see the front two are on overlap, meaning they're just about to go at the peak of the cam lobe, and the cam lobe is just a shape. Here, let's see if I could take the camera off and give you guys a better idea. So you can see this is the highest point of the cam lobe, and then this is the lowest point of the cam lobe. So you can see when they're both on overlap, as far as the lifters going up and down, they're just about to start to rise, meaning they're beginning to lift your valves, your exhaust and your intake. So when both of those are on overlap, you can see that the rear cylinder or the rear jug, they're not moving up or down. All right, so you have quite a bit of play the way it sits here, and you're pretty much safe on the rear to cut because they're on the base of the circle. You can see right over here, you see the next cam lobe. It's about the lowest point of the cam, of the base of the cam lobe. So that's what we're looking for when we're doing the overlap. You can see right here in the front. If we turn the cam lobe, or the gears 180, you can see that the rear is on overlap. So let's go ahead and do that. So now let's pretend we have this at 180 degrees, and now let's just give it a little bit of a turn and see what happens. So you can see that the rear is now on overlap. You see that? And you could also see, I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up, but you can see the peak of the cam lobe is on that lifter, on both of them. And look at the front, they're not moving. So then those are on the base. See, this is the peak, this is the base, this is the base of the cam lobe, and you can see it clearly right there. You see this one right here, it's not moving. So you have good amount of play, and you can see that the rear are on overlap, the rear lifters or the push rods. Let's just pretend the push rods, you can see them right there. You can see that they're both on overlap, and then if we look at the front, they're not moving. Right? And I mean, the reason why they're moving here is because I don't have the cuffs in there. Of course, normally there's cuffs here, and then you have this stuff. So that's what you're looking for. Now the rear, like I said, you have the little dot. That's what lines up with this. Of course, like I said, you have the double spline right here, meaning that's this jazz right here. And hopefully that helps you guys understand and makes it a little bit safer to to cut this out. All right, you guys don't damage anything. Leave your questions down below. Later.